Hello and welcome to Dock Talk Season 2, Episode 7. In this episode, we are going to be discussing boat wake.
Hi, I'm Constable Shrikowski with the Niagara Regional Police Marine and Dive Unit. Been on the team for about 6 years now. I'm sure most of you have seen my face in and around the docks. Thought we'd have a quick message today about boating safety. Our primary mandate as the Marine unit is to ensure safety compliance on the water. So you will maybe probably see us come up, talk to you this summer when you're off your boats, when you're on your boats. The one thing we like to stress is that we'd rather educate people than have to hand out tickets. The things you're going to see us doing is just checking for all your safety requirements. If you're unsure what those are, feel free to Google up the Ontario Safe Boating Guide, and it'll outline what you need for what kind of boat you have. It's all based on size of the boat and whatnot. Tickets are rather expensive. We really prefer not to lay them if we don't have to. They start in the range of $240 and they go up to around $500. The one thing a lot of people don't know is it is a federal act, so a lot of these things are also dual procedures, so we can actually arrest for some of these infractions. One of the issues we've been hearing a lot about lately within Sugarloaf Marina is the amount of wake that's been occurring. We just like to remind people that you have to be courteous on the water. Safety is paramount out there. So you're aware that if you cause any wake with your boat, you're responsible for the damages that the wake causes. So if somebody's out on his boat and he's working on his boat and your wake causes him to fall off his boat and into the water, you're responsible for that. If a boat's damaged and it's going to cost a certain amount of money, you can be civilly sued for that money as well. From the policing side, we can lay tickets. The tickets are for careless operation of a vessel. The ticket's around $430. However, if it is substantial and we can prove that you're being absolutely careless and doing it on purpose, or the damages are very high, it can lead to criminal charges for mischief, whether it be mischief in danger of life or just mischief to property. It is actually an arrestable offense. It's something that we don't want to happen. Once again, you know, safety is paramount.
So people may ask, where is exactly the no wake zone? And if you want to get real technical, the no wake zone is the entire Colborne Harbour, so everything inside the east and west break wall. So from the inner lighthouse inwards, all the way to the marina, and all the way down the canal to Ramey's Bend is technically a 6-knot speed limit, no wake zone. So what happens is a lot of boaters, when they get to the end of the quarantine wall or the end of the grain elevator, after they've been leaving the Sugarloaf Harbour Marina slowly, they accelerate right away and they create a huge wake, probably the more dangerous area. And technically they should be keeping a no wake speed until you're past the lighthouse. And likewise, if you're inbound coming into Port Colborne, your speed should already be down to 6 knots by the time you reach the inner lighthouse. So the Port Colborne Harbour is not a deceleration zone, it's a no wake zone. And I think that's where a lot of misconceptions have been. So different vessels will basically form different size wakes at different speeds. Almost no two boats are alike. I can't stress enough, if you own a motor vessel, get to know what kind of wake it generates at different speeds. So we've generated a 2-page pamphlet that we hope to use as an educational device for people to help bring back this concept of what a no wake zone is and where it is. It's basically like the golden rule, right? You want others to treat you as you would treat them. So you want to be treated with respect. You want everybody to go nice and slowly and safely. The waters of Port Colborne Harbour, they're for everybody. They're for the paddleboarders, the kayakers, the people with small motorboats. They have every right to be in safe water without being knocked off their vessel by a large wake.
A lot of times the wake issue is just people aren't really, sure what's happening with their wake or paying quite as much attention to it as they should. So just be cautious out there. Make sure that your wake isn't affecting anyone. Inside the harbour is a no wake zone, so the minute you enter the mouth of the canal, you're expected to not make any wake. That being said, if there's obviously an emergency situation, it is kind of it is acceptable at that point, but still need to be cautious. You can't be blown by somebody on a canoe because you have a bit of an emergency on your boat. Next thing you know, you're going to swamp them, right? Because that could cause one yourself. So just be cautious out there. be safe, look after each other. You know, if you see someone doing something that's not safe, by all means, don't hesitate to let us know, and hopefully we can address the issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Scott from POCOMAR and Joe from the Niagara Regional Police Marine Unit. And thanks for watching this edition of Doc Talk. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.